Hello everyone, I am Crawlers and this is Tactical Tips. Today I will be covering a few vehicle pro tips, some obvious, some not, in Battlefield 4, that hopefully will give you a few tactical ideas and maybe a bit of an edge on your enemy, unless they also see this episode obviously. So I am filming this this on the test range because these specific situations don't occur very often in the wild, as it were, but trust me when I say they still work. So do as I mean, not as I say. Now the first pro tip is kind of obvious. Leaning. Leaning in Battlefield 4 can be done by holding the right mouse button and aiming as you come up to any surface. This includes vehicles, fences, walls, and so on. And if you don't like leaning, there's a way to disable it, and I will link this video to the back of this video, so you can see how to disable it. Alright, so the second pro tip is insta-fire. In Battlefield 4, and I think in Battlefield 3 also, you had this option. You can cycle weapons when you are in vehicles by pressing F, or the default button for the fire mode. This works for any vehicle where you have access to more than one weapon type, like tanks or helicopters. Now what I mean by insta-fire is that you don't have to let go of your left mouse button or the fire button to fire the next cycled weapon. Basically it works like this. This combination is probably the best at showing off the insta-fire feature. Let's say you fire a shell at a vehicle and someone pops out of that vehicle that you need to instantly mop them up. Well, without skipping a beat, you can press F to switch to your secondary weapon, the LMG, and without letting go of the left mouse button, continue firing. After a few seconds, when you can be reasonably sure that the main shell is again reloaded, you can repeat the process. Don't let go of your left mouse button and press F while keeping your aim on the target. The HE shell should come out instantly. Okay, the third pro tip involves getting out of a vehicle under fire. Now, this isn't really a new thing, and it was present in Battlefield 3 before it came to Battlefield 4. But basically, when you press E to exit, let's say, a tank, you will find yourself exactly where your main gun was pointing. And this works with other vehicles too. Basically, if you need to make a quick exit from a burning tank and have enemies piling up on you on one side, you can turn the turret to the opposite side and press E to exit away from enemy fire. And conversely, the next pro tip involves getting into a tank. You can get into a tank from just about any angle, even from the underside, which is quite useful when I found myself in the other round a friendly tank parked on top of me, shielding me from enemy fire, and I just turned my head and pressed E when I saw the cue to get in the tank. So it's very useful to get out of sticky situations pretty quickly. Now, my last pro tip involves one of the jeeps in Battlefield 4, something like the MRAP. Now imagine this situation. You have an enemy jeep with a gunner inside in front of you, prattling away on the LMG. But since Frostbite 3 engine in Battlefield 4 allows for localized damage, you can scrape that gunner out of the jeep without it having explode on you in 2,000 pieces. Basically, you want to take a single stick of C4 or a grenade launcher and aim for the door of the vehicle. The back door works well. A single grenade will take the door off the jeep, and the second one will kill the gunner without destroying the vehicle. Alternatively, if you are concerned about the health of the vehicle and do not want to fire any more explosives at it, you can just use your shotgun. I won't tell. This means that you can then take the jeep and be on your merry way. Now, the last pro tip that I'm going to give you is something I noticed while playing Air Superiority yesterday, and it isn't really a pro tip, because so far it is unconfirmed and it might have just been a fluke. Basically, while I was flying around in a stealth jet with the stealth perk selected and with the heat seeker missiles also selected, but as you may have already seen in real life or in the loading screens of Battlefield 4, the stealth jets keep all their munitions inside a closed bays, including AA missiles. So when you select them, they roll out of the bay doors, and basically what happened to me was this. I was locked on while I was flying with the bay doors open, and it so happened that I closed them while I was locked on by cycling weapons to the cannon, and the lock instantly disappeared. Now, fluke or not, this might be an interesting feature to jets in Battlefield 4, and I wish that DICE would implement it if they didn't already. It will basically, what it will do is it will discourage you from using heat seekers most of the time, because open bay doors negate the stealth aspects of the jet. But as I said, this has not been confirmed yet by an outside source, and might have just been a fluke. But it's not. If not, it's a really cool idea. So thanks for watching. Please rate and share this video because it helps my channel grow. And remember, in Soviet Russia, YouTube subscribes you.